here's my second try at this informative video. First one ended up being more of a demonstration video, which I didn't really realize or do intentionally, but my girlfriend thankfully has this class and pointed out to me like, hey, that doesn't quite follow what we're trying to do here. So basically, I'm still going to do it about pitching, so just don't watch my first one. There's four main pitches that people are going to throw. You're going to have your fastballs, you're going to have changeups, curveballs, and sliders. Those are the four main ones. Those are not even close to all the pitches you can throw. And the cool thing about them is you can throw them different ways. You can hold them different ways. You can spin it different ways. It's very, very, I don't know if customizable is the right word, but it's very individual on how each pitch is thrown. But each pitch kind of has its own job. So fastball is the whole objective of a fastball is, well, to be fast in the name and to be a command pitch. So you want to be able to put it where you want. More or less you're trying to get ahead on the batter. So like it can be a really good like first, second pitch. It generally is used as like a first, second, third pitch in a count against a batter because you want to be able to put it where you want. That's the whole objective. And then you have a changeup, and a changeup is a change in speed. So it's going to be the same. It's going to look similar to a fastball, but ideally you're going to take 5 to 6, 7 miles an hour off of it. Maybe a little more, maybe a little less, depending on how you throw it and what kind of pitcher you are. But its whole objective is to come in, maybe drop a little, but just be a little different timing than a fastball, which different timing makes all the difference in the world. And then the third pitch that I throw personally is a curveball. And a curveball's objective is more or less they're either not going to swing, and if they do swing, the ball generally isn't going to be where they think it's going to go if you do it properly. So that's going to be a big strikeout pitch, a pitch that you're not necessarily looking for a called strike if they don't swing, but a pitch that you're hoping they'll chase because it looks good out of your hand. So a curveball is generally going to have like the up-down movement, like it'll start like it looks like it's going to be a low strike and end up bouncing on the plate or right behind. It's a really good pitch for people who command it well. That's actually the pitch I'm still working on the most. Very useful, but can be difficult to use. And then the last pitch we're going to talk about, which I actually don't throw, is a slider. And it's the same kind of concept of you're spinning and it slides. So its whole thing is it's supposed to go across rather than drop like a curveball. You want it to slide across the plate. So it's really helpful on like big righties that have an arm slot like out here, or I don't know how many, I know there's some people that are a little older than me and in this class. My dad talks about him all the time, Randy Johnson. He was a big lefty. He threw from way out here and his slider was just like otherworldly, and it came across and it moved 3 feet. A good slider is arguably one of the best pitches you can throw. So that's kind of what I got as a very simplistic pitching breakdown of when you'd want to use specific pitches and what they do. Watch this one and not my first video, please.